I'm Chris, and this is Darlo to the Prem, episode 57. And today we have two games. First up, we're playing Man UFC in the unlicensed current FM24 version, where we've previously played in the FA Cup, the game that really kick-started our rise up the leagues. And then we're going to follow that with another team and another big money fixture that we played in the FA Cup a couple of years after that one, against Arsenal. So it's two stadiums we've been to, so there should be no shock or awe playing at these two stadiums, and hopefully we get something. Right, so here we are then. We've had a few games in between since the Chelsea game where we drew 2-2. We've played Brentford, got a point there. Wolves, we won. Then we had a massive, it was about 3 weeks, I think. Was it just the two? Of internationals, so he stuck some friendlies in there just to keep the squad fit. Otherwise, none of them would have been playing. I think we've got 3 Colombians, I think, and maybe one other player that was called up. So most of the squad were sat around doing nothing. So we penned in a few friendlies. Game time, bit of a goal bashing as well, so that was all good. We came back, we got a point against Villa and a point against Fulham, and then we've just beaten Everton 1-0. And now we've got a run of 3 televised games, having had 2 back-to-back there. So first up is Man United, then we have an international break. I'll play the Sunderland game off camera, and we'll be back for the Arsenal one. No player changes. We're obviously in the Premier Division now, so not too sure on the free agents, and there probably isn't any worthwhile anyway. So let's get into the game. Right, so here's the team for the Man United game then. So our Colombian Belixar has come in front of Jack Wint. Jack Wint had a poor game against Fulham. We substituted him about half-time, I think it was. He wasn't playing particularly well. And they're saying he's a good championship goalkeeper. Mind you, I think our friend Norberto is rated the same, so good Sky Bet championship player. But he's got the little bit of upside of 3 years on Jack Wint. He's a bit taller, so we've gone with him. He didn't do too badly in the last game. And then the back four, Hillman, Jennings, Montolio and Jeffers. Groofman did come in the last game for Jeffers, just give him a bit of a rest. And we've obviously got bags of players that can play at right back, but no real outstanding right back. So Hillman, a 6-foot central defender, apparently, has been playing there quite regularly now. We've dropped our 2 midfielders to defensive midfielders. With us playing Man United, the Colombian loanee midfielder can't play, so Aqua, I think he's getting his first Prem start. He's only had that one Carabao Cup game. And Patino. And then Big Sam on the left. He says Big Sam, he's 5'9". And Darlo on the right. So I have been playing the other way, but their preferred feet are left and right, and it just seems sensible to put them on their preferred side. And then we have Charlie Burns in behind Valencia. So our 3 Colombians, Norberto, Valencia, and our loanee from Man United, Agduelo, have all been called up, so they'll be heading off. And at the moment, nobody else has had a call up, so it looks like we'll be playing a few friendlies in between as well. But that's our team for today. Let's see how we get on at Old Trafford. Our second appearance here. Marco Rose, the latest on the managerial hot seat. It's been an encouraging start to the season. I'll say it now, we've not really been trounced, but no doubt that'll happen today. And then we've picked up a few nice wins here and there. 7 shots already. Dear, oh dear, what's going on? Let's give them some focus, shall we? Let's see if I can actually do something. Can't get hold of the ball. Chasing shadows by the looks of it. And it's always disconcerting to have a centre-back after 13 minutes on a yellow card. And somehow we've managed to keep that one out as well. So my biggest problem, I think, with my midfield is they're all going to be playmakers. And it's... Oh, is that a penalty? A 3-hour wait for the referee to run from the penalty area over to this pretend box, look at it, and then award the penalty. It just takes too long. We don't need that. Certainly don't need this either. Oh dear, not great, and no one's playing particularly well. Just what we needed. Certainly my wingers, let's swing them around. Tarrega's ass, so we're getting the start of the second half. And do I make a substitution for the centre back? I've got the two big boys. Or do I keep my ball playing centre back on the field? He's only had one yellow. Let's gamble with that, shall we? All in all, it's not been great. Let's see if we get any reaction. Let's demand more, because quite frankly, we've not had anything. Where's the misplaced pass for the goal? There it is. Woohoo! It wouldn't be too bad if it was against a decent side. Mind you, I will say, a lot of these aren't recognisable, so either they've been coming through the youth team, or the AI's actually signed some players. Oh dear, almost tackled on the edge of the box. Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Oh, right. Let's get Gomez on. I'm going to do it. A couple of playmakers on the pitch. Don't care. Not supposed to do it, apparently. Because Jeff is doing it. Both centre backs are booked. Let's do it that way then. Drop off isn't as bad. I expected a drubbing, and this is exactly what we've got. Let's demand more again. Let's demand a shot at least. Come on. And Darlo's given everything. Has he? Has he really? Oh, then we'll put Midson on. Midson, I signed him as a centre midfielder. He's played more games at left wing than anywhere else. Yeah. We scored 2 goals here in the FA Cup. Rather disappointing, this. Another, oh, it was, yeah, 3 blocking in the end. It's interesting that they've got a lot of players that I don't recognise. Whereas Everton, I've been sort of buying Gravenberch, McAtee, things like that. So The AI works in wonderful ways, doesn't it? A penalty beats us, 3.31 xG. So does that say our goalkeeper played well? 7.4. He was our man of the match. 25 shots, 12 on target. You can talk to him. Right, well, there we have it. The top of the Premier League doesn't look particularly nice at the moment, but Liverpool's got a couple of games in hand, so they can really catch them up. And we're heading into the international break, so I'll see you again for the Arsenal game. Right, so here we are then, back for the Arsenal game. A little bit of news. Yoshitaka Nagata, he's gone out on loan. I don't think he's getting enough game time with us. But four sub appearances, 2 Carabao Cup games, so ideally we want to get him playing and pushing up his ability. He's 18 years old, so if he gets a fair amount of time at Torquay, who currently are, so the wrong place, top of the National League, that's going to be good for him, good for me. We've got plenty of cover at right back at the moment, so not too concerned by that. And whilst you're away, we played a couple of friendlies. Bit disconcerting that we conceded 3 goals there, but it was quite a weak side. We played a stronger side in the second game against Selby, won 7-0, and then we've just come back and beaten Sunderland at home. 14,189. So yeah, we're certainly selling out. I wonder, have we got the ability yet? Nothing on stadium. We're still waiting on the stadium news. So a little while ago, I asked whether we can buy the stadium. They said, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea." With plenty of money in the bank, it seems to be going up all the time. So this month, 6 million in profit. So our wage bill barely makes a dent in the old TV money. So we're making money hand over fist. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they'll boost our wage budget up. The only other bit of news is we've made an offer for another striker. So Taraga's in on loan and joins us in June. And we've just put a bid in for Josh Nappen. He's currently at STVV, somewhere in Belgium, I guess. Sint-Truidense. There we go. He's scored a few goals and he looks quite useful. So we'll put a bid in. We'll see if that all comes in. And if it does, it probably signifies the end of Valencia, who, as if I'm honest, been struggling. 665. He's only got the 2 goals in 11 appearances, 9 of which have been starts. So I'm sure he'll be a good player, but at 17.5 million for the optional future fee, I just don't think it's worth pursuing him. If we can get Nappen in, we'll get him in January, so a couple of months' time, and well, not even a couple of months' time, just over a month's time, and hopefully there he gets half a season coming off the bench and sort of fits into the side ready for next season. Right, let's get on to this Arsenal game and we'll pick it up just before our kickoff. Okay, so here we go for today's side against Arsenal. We've got Jack Wynn back in goal, Hillman, Jennings, Montillo and Jeffers. And Hillman has suddenly jumped up in the class. Even suggesting, the coaches are now suggesting he's one of the best centre-backs at the club. Mind you, so's Jon Aqua as well. So we're quite healthy there, and that's pleasing to see, particularly as we've had drop-offs elsewhere. And then Jeffers makes up the back 4. Hansen and Agudelo are our 2 defensive midfielders today. Hansen playing half-back, and Hansen, I think, is actually better. Oh no, he's dropped off as well, so there we go, we'll leave it like that. We've got Gomes on the right, Burns in behind, Tarega and Amayor on the left. So a bit of a rotation, giving Darlo a bit of a rest. Let him come off the bench, he hasn't been in great form. And we'll see how it goes. So it's a big game against Arsenal. They are actually lower in the league, and A bit of mismatch of form. I'm sure they lost their last game. They must have played in midweek. But Mikel Arteta's still in charge. So, oh, look at the attendance, 54,000. It's a big drop off. Does that mean we haven't brought many, or the Arsenal fans aren't happy? I was just about to say it was a good save from Wint, but no, he just pops the ball up in the air and lets Saliba have a free header. Not the greatest of starts. Perhaps they hit the crossbar and Wint didn't get anywhere near it. Burns came off in the last game injured, so he's not fully fit. Oh, why do we do that? What is my set piece coach playing at? How can you leave a man unmarked on the edge of the box? Berate them. Back to the goal. Oh my gosh. This is my assistant manager saying, oh, drop Jennings. And now he's saying, look, I told you so. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. 2 goals in a minute. This is the worst we've played all season. It really is. Look at these ratings. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. They can have 10 minutes if nothing happens. We're at 6-2. We've got a 6-4, 6-3, 6-2, 6-4. It's not looking pretty today. Right, seen enough. Wholesale changes in Rollinson with Jennings. Roofman can come in for him. And Darlo, which winger's playing the worst, or they're both equally as bad. And Darlo can come in there then. We'll get Enzo up there, not that he can really play shadow striker. We can just attack there. In Valencia. Four 0 down. Let's demand more. We're not going to get anything out of the game, but dear oh dear. A 1.3 XG. What does that say about our defending? There we go, Joel and Darla. Should have started me, boss. The fay with the pass. Or the fee. Jeffers only came off because he was booked. I'd just like to highlight that. Dear oh dear, Martinelli dancing around our defence. I know we were bad against United, but dear oh dear, this is just atrocious. Arsenal aren't particularly in form. Let's demand some more again. Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, Rice, Odegaard, Bamba's new. There's Valencia. It's going to be offside, isn't it? Yeah. Was he offside by much? Not really. Zinchenko, Kielwar, Saliba, Ade. So that's about 2 players that I don't recognise. What has Arteta done there? Out of interest, who are they? Bambasser. Signed him on a free. He's decent. I'll let him have that. Hansen. Who knows? Howard Bellis. Didn't they have him at one stage? Oh, Man City. Odd, most odd. Oh, it's not a bad one. Right, well, that's it for this occasion. We've shown we're particularly bad against Arsenal, Man United. 0 points from those 2 games. Hopefully we'll score enough points in between to ensure our safety in this league, and we'll push on next season. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Until then, ta-da. Glory! Glory!